Hi, I'm Becky Lucas. I'm at Booktopia and I'm here to talk about my book, Acknowledgements. My book is basically a sort of a collection of stories all dedicated to different people or things in my life, basically acknowledging them because without anyone or anything, I wouldn't have anything to say. It's just like a collection of stories and things basically the same 30 stories I've been telling people my whole life. I always really like the acknowledgement section of a book because I think, I don't know, it's so interesting. It's like there are so many, like nothing exists in a vacuum, and without these people and things happening, there would be no book. And so I just thought it would be funny to kind of lay it out in that way. I just think it's funny to have a whole book of acknowledgements and to trick people into thinking it's just, there is no book. The format, I guess, is just a funny way to get into these stories. And I also think you don't ever think of saying thank you to people at the time, especially if you didn't really want to thank them at the time. But on further reflection, it's good to look back and think, oh, thank you to that person that I didn't like, because that's formed a part of my personality, or it's formed a part of who I am. So it's just a way to sort of give back, really. I think that writing a book is so much more fun because when you're writing stand-up, you sort of have to get rid of a lot of context. You kind of have to cut out all the meat and just get to the funny parts. But often it's the sort of tragedy or people's personality or little insights that you have about them that truly like lends itself to comedy that's a little more dense. So it was fun to kind of get stuck into topics or themes that you can't really do on stage. Otherwise it's boring. But in a book, not boring. You are forced to re-examine how you even feel about, because I think you tell yourself the same story because you're on autopilot a lot of the time, and then when you have to sit down and write about it, you actually have to think about how you feel about it. And you might, like for me, I found that when I was writing, opinions that I've had and that I thought were true to me actually just didn't apply to me anymore. As you get older, you sort of have a little more understanding about where people are coming from, or you just have a bit more sympathy, or, you're not as... I used to be angry about certain things, and then I went and wrote about it, and I just thought, I'm not angry about this anymore. I don't really care about this anymore. And it was actually, I can totally see where they're coming from. You can get your copy of Acknowledgements from booktopia.com.au. So do it now.
Awesome, that's it.
Okay, great.